gets out like a motherfucking riot. Life is too short, so love the one you got, cause you might get run over or you might get shot. Never start no static, I just get it off my chest. Never had to battle with no bulletproof vest. Take a small example, a tip from me. Take all of your money, give it up to charity. Love is what I got, it's within my reach. And the sublime style still straight from Long Beach. Comes back to you, finally get what you deserve. Try and test that, you're bound to get served. Love's what I got, don't start a riot. You feel it when the dance gets hot. Loving is what I got, I still remember that. Loving is what I got, I still remember that. Loving is what I got, I still remember that. Loving is what I got. I don't cry when my dog runs away. I don't get angry at the bills I have to pay. I don't get angry when my mom smokes pot. It's the bottle and goes right through the rock. Fucking and fighting, it's all the same. Living with little dog's the only way to stay sane. Let the loving come back to me. Go! Loving is what I got, I still remember that. Loving is what I got, I still remember that. Loving is what I got, I still remember that. Loving is what I got, I still remember that. Loving is what I got, I still remember that. Loving is what I got, I got.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, it looks like it's just me, at least for now. I do have some invites out there. But that said, yeah, I did mix up a mix today. I see there's a couple that in the wings that might not be tagged with the AFL, but they actually definitely fit the profile that were made this week. So we're going to be giving them a shout out as well. It's good to see everybody. Yeah, glad to help you last night, Mallory, and as well as Bob being involved always. Rocky usually as well. Having lemonade that tastes kind of terrible. We picked up a different kind of strawberry lemonade, and it's just not good. It's a little lower calorie, but not really that bad. Not that great. That said, I did mix this up beforehand, so I got mine already mixed, so because it might just be me. And there's Bob's recipes popped in chat, so we'll have to take a look at this. Throw this up in the mix. Oh my god. Okay, Bob's recipes there, and it's going to be a fun one to read, as usual. Oh, it looks like he's got two. Uh-oh. I'm going to be in trouble here. All right, is this one as hard to spell as that one? No, at least one's easy to spell. But, yeah, it's pink. It's not a good lemonade. It's really not. I'm going to finish it because it's there, but, ugh. Kind of wishing I hadn't. That said, I hope everybody had a good week and got some mixing in. I know Mallory was waiting for a couple of flavorings to come in to mix hers. I hope that they're in soon if they're not in already. Whoa, Bob going crazy here. Did Bob get 3? Of course he did. All right. So this is going to be a fun one. So Bob apparently is off the gate with 3, so he's pulling Larry for the weekend for us. That said, yeah, I know Daniel and Sam got to work usually on the weekend, so they don't always make it here. Unfortunately, I know that last week, at least for sure, I know that they would have really enjoyed it because we had a theme that actually made sense for them. Oh, VSO. Yeah, Mallory, it's not Swaggy's fault, but I've had it before where he sent stuff out, and sometimes it gets here quick, and other times it'll come almost to me and then go down south or something. USPS, they're great. Yeah, lovely. It'll take a tour around the world before it ever makes it here, apparently. Even when it was almost to the place where it should have been delivered the next day, or that day, and then it wound up going down to like, trying to remember for sure, but I'm pretty sure it went down to almost to Florida. Not to Florida, but like one of those states right near Florida, maybe Georgia, somewhere like that. So they must have left it on a truck. States right next to them. Yeah. And then other times it'll make it across this whole. He got the banana raw. Yum, Daniel. And you can push that to 2%. I know that for a fact. It tastes good. That surprised me. I thought at 2% it was going to go really runty, and it did not. That said, and if someone wants to do a mix during the show, it does not have to include ice. Just like an icy as in like a cool dessert, like say an ice cream or maybe something that would be chilled, typically chilled in the fridge. It doesn't necessarily have the chill to it, but it's meant to be that dessert or that type of cooling thing. But an ice in it obviously makes it taste more official. And there, yep, we got Rocky Tooney here. I see he's got one here. And I see the 3 from there. Oh, wait a minute, we got something here going on from Dave. Is this for this weekend? You know what? That would count. That would definitely count, Dave. Yep, so Dave Lloyd has one in here too. That'll count. I'm not sure if that was one from a pre-4 or not, but yeah, we're going to use it anyway. That said, let me get this ready so we can start going over some of these recipes because we do have a few to go over, which is always fun. I have no idea what just happened there. That was kind of weird, but okay. Gotta love it when they do updates and they change things on these programs. I'm telling you, it's not exactly as much fun as you'd think. Let's try and set these up in line. All right, we're just going to go in line right there. All right, here we go. We're going to share this screen so everybody can see it. Should be able to see it now. We got Pepe Latte Max VG, hashtag AFL from Rocky Tooney. We got Coffee Espresso Flavor Art at 1%. Okay, nice use of a different espresso. I haven't seen one in a while. Vanilla Gelato Wonder Flavors at 2.5%. Whipped cream from SSA at 1%. And white chocolate peppermint from Liquid Barn at 2%. And this one, although it technically does not have an ice in it, this is going to be icy. Because that peppermint, peppermint in there, that white chocolate peppermint, has a little bit of that almost like cooling effect to it. So yeah, that's a good one, Rocky. I like that. Fairly simple, but yet it's still going to taste icy, even though it's not technically. And then we have hashtag AFL chocolate pudding Dave style. I like the Dave style. I like the fact he's starting his own line. Chocolate VSO at 1.61%. Chocolate milk 1-on-1 at 7.5%. Chocolate VSO at 1%. Spork pudding vanilla VSO at 17%. So using that one shot in it. Sweet VSO at 1%. Vanilla bean ice cream TPA at 6%. And vanilla cream at 2%. I don't know if he wrote down how long a steep. I'm imagining this is going to need one. Still work in progress. Okay. Yeah, I think it's so too. Dave, for one, that vanilla bean ice cream from TFA, that definitely takes a while to steep. So that's definitely going to take a little bit. And I should check here and see what he's got. Yeah, Italian roast coffee, just a touch of peppermint and white chocolate is Rocky's description. Yeah, that Dave style one though, that actually once it steeps, it should be pretty good. It'll be interesting. I'm interested to see how that spork pudding goes with that vanilla bean ice cream too, and the vanilla cream. That'll be fun to watch. You'll have to give us an update on that later on. And then we got, I just put this together. Apple pie ice cream chilled. Apple filling flavor at 1%. Cinnamon sugar from Cap at 1%. WS23 at 1%. Fuji apple flavor art at 2%. Pie crust 1-on-1 at 1.5%. Super Sweet Perillum at 0.5%, Vanilla Bean Ice Cream Flavor West at 3%, and Vanilla Swirl TFA at 2%. And that's actually not tasting too bad off the shake, but obviously, again, you got a few vanillas here. You got that doesn't take a long time to steep into vanilla bean ice cream and the vanilla swirl, but it does take a few days. Other than that, the others, the 1-on-1 pie crust take a little bit too. And then we got Summa Gum Sweetie Mint. Okay, it makes more sense once you read it out loud. Looking at it did not. This is from Bob. Thank you, Bob. Banana from Cap at 0.5%. Bubblegum from Cap at 2%. WS23 at 0.75%. Lime from Cap at 2%. Spearmint from Cap at 4%. And Super Sweet from Cap at 0.5%. I like this. I like the fact he's stuck with all one flavor house. I'm curious, though. Okay, so we got a banana and a lime going together here. And then the bubblegum with a little bit of mint turned in. That ought to be interesting. You have to let me know, Bob, have you already mixed this up and tried to see? Sweet gum, clone. Okay. Haven't tried this combination flavor yet. Okay, that's what I was wondering. Because I'm curious on how this banana is going to work with the lime and the mint. I mean, I imagine it'd be okay. I mean, give it like a cream, almost like using it as a banana cream. I like that. And then we have this another one from Bob here. Fancy schmancy tea shit. Hashtag AFL. Okay. You always have to have one in there, Bob, don't you? And then we'll go over chat here in just a minute after we get a couple of these out of the way. And like I said, anyone wants to mix along during the show, please do. If you have like this thought in your head, just put it down. Blackberry Raw VSO at 0.2%. Blackberry Tea VSO at 3.5%. Nice. WS23 at 0.75. Mint VSO at 0.5%. Polar Blast from Flavor Art at 0.75. Spearmint VSO at 1%. Sweet VSO at 0.25. And Violet VSO at 1%. Okay, that sounds a little fancy. All right, so you got the mint. These mints are all going to pull together with that Polar Blast in the WS23. So that's going to have a nice cooling effect to it because those all work together. And you got a little bit of a floral in there, and that floral will actually bump the blackberry tea and the raw. So that ought to be interesting. Huh. Well, have you mixed this already? Or blackberry mint tea with a touch of violet, fairly cold. Yep. All right. I was gonna say it should be fairly cold. You not just you have two different cooling agents and then two that kind of boost them. So yeah, that's gonna be a nice. I think I have everything for that too. What would I be missing? Nothing. So that's good. You're gonna watch me, guys. I'm gonna throw it. It's in a noted one, but I'll fix that later. And then I want to hear. Let's just refresh. Make sure nothing new came up after that. No, it didn't. Okay. Okay, we got another one from Bob here. Arnie's Passionately Palma MTL Fashionista. Bob has too much time on his hands with his sore foot to make up these fancy schmancy titles. He's starting to sound like a certain posh person we think of over in the UK. You know, that Mick guy. Cooling agent at WS23 at 2%. Lemon tea Flavora at 1%. Lemonade Perillum at 3.5%. Passion fruit VSO at 1.4%. Passion fruit Wonder Flavors at 2%. Pear VSO at 0.5%. Polar Blast FA at 1.5%. Sweet VSO at 0.25%. And Sweet Tea TPA TFA at 10%. Okay, I like that. He does have one of the old school sweet tea flavors that are not bad. Takes a little bit to steep, but definitely, at 10%. That sounds ridiculous, but it is not. Not when you consider it's an older flavoring that's not super potent. The two cooling agents again in there to keep it cool. You got some lemon in there. You got some teas. 2 uses of passion fruit, so you get the full flavor. That whole layering effect, especially with the VSO, it always kind of throws a little extra on almost every one of his flavors. That should be tasty as well. I'm seeing if I'm missing anything. Nope, I got that in now. I might not have the lemon tea. I'd have to look. Yeah, that's the only one I'm missing. It was maybe that lemon tea, I think. And I know I got that in. Yeah. So that one might get mixed soon. I'll be having to look through these. I'm going to be looking through them occasionally anyway. And then someone put one in, this is all the flavors recipe. This is by Sortil. Let's see. I'm actually going to read this description. It's got a nice long description on this one. Actually, was the one on the last one before I go further? No description. Okay. About the only cookie I really love is shortbread cookie. I get that. Recently, I had the pleasure of trying shortbread cookie milkshake. It was one of the best milkshakes I've ever tried, and wanted to nail it. That flavor in a recipe. Mulberry milkshake mixed with Liquid Barn vanilla bean ice cream and TFA vanilla swirl is my favorite milkshake base. I went with it here. That actually sounds like a really good mix. And if you don't have the mulberry, it's not probably as good according to Dave because I don't have the mulberry. But backup would be the new Capella milkshake. Just won't be quite as malty. For the shortbread cookie, I've had a lot of luck with the SSA shortbread cookie and the FA cookie and my butter cookie custard. But now I felt like SSA could work better paired with FA vanilla cookie, given it's a vanilla milkshake base. Okay, that makes sense. FA milk is used... actually, I kind of like this. This is getting some notes here. This is like a teaching one. FA milk is used to up the dairy aspect and help the mulberry milkshake out some. Now, FA milk was the one that Fresh actually ranked right next to the VSO milk, so I'd imagine they're going to be very similar, depending on which one's easier for you to get. Although FA is not hard to get, so pretty much anywhere. I go back and forth with flavor or sweetness in this mix. Sometimes I like it with it, without it, and sometimes I throw in 0.25% to kick up the sweetness factor. Choice is yours, of course. Needs 5 to 7 days to steep. Okay, the rest is just about other stuff, but there we go. We got FA milk at 1.5%, mulberry milkshake at 1.25%, SSA shortbread cookie 1.75%, flavor or sweetness at 0.25%, Flavor Art vanilla cookie at 1.25, Liquid Barn vanilla ice cream at 6. Ooh, that's pushing that a little bit. I like that. Vanilla swirl from TFA at 2%, and whipped cream one-on-one at 1.25%. You know, I almost put the whipped cream one-on-one in my recipe too. I was borderline like debating on that or the vanilla swirl, and he actually used both. Kind of thinking I should have. I actually like those combos. But yeah, and there's only one more that I have at the moment, and then I'm going to go over through chat. Actually, let's save that last one. I'm going to go through chat real quick because that's another all the flavors one. Who do we have here tonight? I saw Bob was in here early. And then we had Dave Lloyd's here. Breno Serra's here. Lady Liberty. Ian Covenant. Bob Mallory Gates made it. That's awesome. Let's see, keep going. Canadian Vapor. Oh, and look, we got someone else coming in too. Canadian Vapor, good to see you, Paul. Let's see, keep going here. Been a busy chat. Deb22, good to see you. Lando, good to see you. And another What Now Horror podcast being recorded this week. Let's see, Dave Lloyd again. Daniel made it in. Good to see you, Daniel. I know you're busy usually today. I see a Canadian Vapor. Yeah, I saw Bob's there again. Daniel Rocky Tooney. Good to see you. Let's see, Breno. Fee made it in. Good to see you, Fee. I know I'm throwing up a few Fee's recipes here and there too. Take Me to C's here. I need to see some more recipes from Take Me to C. VSO Flavors is good to see you, Swaggy. Speaking of, it should be up. Check and see. Hashtag, just use code AFL. It should get 24% off until midnight. Sorry, not 25, 24. 25 is reserved for Fresh 03. Kitty Kung Fu. I do love that name. Kerplops here. Nice to see you. And I think we're caught up at the moment. And I'll go over this last one while Adam's loading in. Yeah, we got another one that's here. It's not tagged, but it fits the profile. Another fresh recipe. Sweet strawberry swirl. This is by Scientist. I think that's the way it's pronounced. Bright, thick strawberry and added vanilla sweetness at the end. So, yeah, going into the notes, it's just about this, not describing it, but we'll go over this. Flavora Alpine Strawberry at 0.75. TFA Dragon Fruit at 2. Flavor Art Red Touch at 1. TFA Strawberry Ripe at 2. Excuse me. Jungle Flavors Strawberry Sweet at 1.5. Flavora Sweetness at 0.5. And TFA Vanilla Swirl at 3. So this is one of the ones I was talking about. It's not necessarily a chilled dessert because you don't have the actual coolant, but this is one that, you're thinking, this is definitely thinking like chilled. You got your strawberries, your dragon fruit, and then you got all that vanilla swirl to make it a little bit cream. I'm going to be a little light on the cream and more like this is going to be just, I'm imagining this would be more of this red with very little white for a flavor, but it should be very tasty, nice and sweet. And I noticed that we also here, you notice they didn't use any, they used the flavor of sweetness at 0.5%. That's his sweetener on this. Yeah, other than that, it's just going to be a nice strawberry drink. This actually seems like something like Adam would like.
Orale, vato!
Were you able to hear any of that, Adam?
No, I just jumped back in. I had to go grab coffee. I just got done doing yard work.
Oh. But it's got Alpine Strawberry in it. It's got Dragon Fruit, Red Touch, Strawberry Ripe, Strawberry Sweet, and Vanilla Swirl in it, and then with a little sweetness. But this actually
surprisingly, I don't have Alpine Strawberry. It's also like $15 for that shit.
It is a 0.75%, so I'm imagining that's actually a pretty potent strawberry, like some of the flavors are.
It is. It's super potent, but I just never.
I have like several Flavora strawberries, but I don't have that one. But that said, I can pop off this quick and back into actual show, so you can actually see that Adam does exist. So Adam does exist. See, guys?
I need to get some medication in my body. But I can.
But no,
prepare it on camera. Consume it on camera, even though it's legal in my state, and I'm an adult, technically.
Wait a minute, this Pepe Latte, was that one of the ones was that the one I went over? Yes,
Pepe Le Pew.
Pepe Latte.
No, it's not as cool as Pepe Le Pew. Sexual.
That was
skunk.
That was coffee espresso from Flavor Art. Vanilla,
there's no X in that
vanilla
word.
Gelato Wonder Flavors. And then whipped cream SSA and white chocolate peppermint from Liquid Barn.
Every time I hear somebody say espresso, I want to fucking scream.
Espresso.
So loud.
Espresso.
You have no idea. Yeah, give me one of them espressos over there at the Starbucks down there.
I want an espresso. I don't want an espresso.
I want an espresso. I want a real fast espresso, you know?
Alpine milk. Yeah, all right.
That's an espresso served very quickly. They just throw it at you. You want an espresso? Here you go. Bam! They just throw it in your face.
I think I remember the Alpine milk.
Alpine milk.
I think I remember that one. Oh boy.
There you go.
Right there.
That's what I'm talking about, Daniel. Naughty son of a gun, yeah.
Yeah, that's Alpine Strawberry at 0.28%. Wow, that's really light. Still coming through good, huh? At that percentage, Rocky?
Yeah, that's one of those flavors, dude. That's like a rich cinnamon or like a smooth vanilla from them. Like, it's like deadly potent.
Cream Flavora at 1.2%, milk Flavora at 0.4%, and sweetness Flavora at 0.52. So this was definitely an all Flavora recipe, as it says, Alpine Milk FLV.
This recipe that I'm vaping today has a drop of rich cinnamon in it.
Does it?
Yeah, one drop for 25 mils.
I almost went rich cinnamon with this, and I decided to go the safer routes because I didn't want it. I wanted to keep it nice and cool.
I
And
feel
I
like
didn't
I
want
could
to.
take 2 drops in a 30 of rich cinnamon. I think I'm fucking not immune to it, but like I don't think it's as bad as people make it
I
out
went
to
with
be.
cinnamon sugar instead because it was gonna be a little lighter,
I
and I already
hardly
have
fucking
coolant in there.
taste that flavor. You're talking about caps? I have to use that flavor so high to taste it. I always end up just putting a drop of rich cinnamon anyways with it.
Well, there's a little cinnamon in the apple pie filling too. Apple filling. It's a
The
little
one
bit.
from Flavora?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I was thinking I just
I
want to
love
bump it
that
a little
flavor.
bit, and I almost put in the rich cinnamon, but it's like I'm already using coolant.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
know.
want to make
Cooling
my.
and cinnamon though are nice together, dude. That fire and
They
ice
are.
effect. That's
Yeah, but it
Sapporo's
also.
vape, dude. The boss. That's what
But
she vapes every fucking day.
but I feel like it almost had to put it in a more restricted device than an RDA, or I wouldn't enjoy it as much. It'd probably hurt my throat after a little while.
Maybe I'll move my mic back.
Are you coming in hot? Were you?
I don't know. Bob said he's getting echo, which the only way that there would be an echo is if my voice was coming out of your headphones and going into the microphone. It's the only way.
That'd have to be
Literally
quite
the
loud.
only way. Or Cassie has her phone on really loud and your microphone's picking it up.
I'm not
Only
hearing
way.
anything coming through there. But
Exactly. I don't know how there would be an echo. I backed up my mic though, so this mic is super hot.
it's super clear too. That's the other thing.
Yep, that's what you get from large diaphragm condensers. Look at this bad boy here. I'll share.
Make sure you have that large diaphragm. Yes,
That's
make
a-
sure.
You cannot hear me back here barely, but if I turn it around, you can hear me very clear. Hello. It's very nice. It's doesn't have a whole lot of handling noise for a condenser either. Like usually you hear like when you're moving a condenser mic.
Oh yeah, she actually has her earbuds plugged in too, so that wouldn't be a possibility. Hearing the dog snore, you might hear because she's been snoring like crazy, but whatever.
It's
Does she
not
snore
her,
like
it's
Shemp?
Max, 'cause I'm making sure
That's
she's not
him?
snoring.
Oh, the boy's
Does
snoring.
dogs snore like Shemp from the Three Stooges? I always picture like dogs having a cartoony fucking snore.
I don't know why I'm so. I'm gonna grab it as long as it's over here, but so I might as well just finish it. But that is some of the worst pink lemonade I've ever had. I like the. Okay.
This made it all the way here from Amsterdam. It was actually purchased there. My ex-girlfriend had a layover in Amsterdam on her way to Belgrade, Serbia. She was like, "Hey, do you want anything from the gift store?" I was like, "Yes, get me like a coffee mug from Amsterdam, just so you could say you were there." And then I got something from there. She's like, "All right," like, "'cause you can't bring me anything else technically on the airplane." Otherwise, I want some fucking Dutch hash.
I see that. Take me a seat. What did I miss?
She needs help with strawberries.
Strawberries.
Oh shit!
Well, that wouldn't be me.
Crank them
That
up.
would be the strawberry man right here. He might help you a great deal. He knows a lot of the layers and the different like stones from back in the day even.
Yeah, my favorite strawberry combination still to this day is strawberry shisha, red touch, and jungle flavor sweet strawberry. That is the Dave, otherwise known as ID10T, the Dave Berry Trinity, which he created because he was tired of not being able to taste strawberries, and that strawberry combination will basically stand up to anything. And I'm sure that there's other strawberries out there that you can use to the same effect or even greater effect, but I am a creature of habit and of comfort, and I know that one works. It takes 3 days for those strawberries to steep if you're mixing them with like a cream or something. It's just predictable, you know, and it's just comfortable and easy to use. But yeah, like 2 to 2.5 of shisha, 1.5 to 2 of red touch, and like 0.5 to 1 of strawberry sweet, depending on your mix, like depending on your strawberry tolerance. I tend to use those on the upper ends because I can't taste strawberry so great, even though I fucking love it.
And I can't help you necessarily with strawberry mute, but if you're looking for some of the newer strawberries that are really good, I really like the ultimate, and I like the
Thanks for Bob.
the strong strawberry from SSA is the other one. The ultimate from Jungle Flavors and the strong strawberry from SSA. They're really good strawberries.
Appreciate it.
They're a little bit different. The strong strawberry, some people think it tastes more candy. I just think it tastes really, really, really juicy, rich to the point where it's almost, at the peak where you're about to turn just either candy or go bad. But which I could see where you can get a candy almost there.
Because like a real strawberry doesn't have a fuck ton of flavor. It's kind of light, Yep.
So
like if you really want a bold strawberry flavor, you kind of have to almost go candied or jammy or something, That's why strawberry shisha is so fucking good because it's
it is.
It's candied, but it has that strawberry to it. I don't know, man. And then that's why I add red touch to it, because that's more of a realistic strawberry.
It's
and then Jungle Flavors is like a darker, thicker, like that darker end of the fucking. Those three make up like the strawberry flavor that you want, kind of. That's why I like it.
And the other thing you can do is add, if you're looking for a nice rich strawberry, or even a little bit more, a little bit bump to your strawberry, add 0.25%, 2.2% to 0.25% of apricot. Either VSO apricot works well, or if you want it to be a little bit more on that sweeter end, kind of like we were just talking about, or go a little bit. You could go candied with it, or just super sweeted. That new Amardine or whatever apricot.
From Wonder apricot Flavors. From Wonder Flavors. I haven't tried that yet, but yeah, I'm sure it does kind of the same thing.
It does. It actually makes it a little bit on the darker, side. So it depends on what you're shooting for. Swag's apricot works really well for it. Gives you a nice fresh strawberry taste. When you add the Amardine version, it's almost, sorry about the pop, it's borderline going candied when you do that, or at least mashed up strawberries with the juice.
I'm not mad about
I kind of like that flavor, but yeah, definitely. That's a way to boost your strawberries. You can use apricot. There's other things you can use as well. There's other little things. I found the apricot to be a lot of people use red touch to do that, or strawberry syrup. No, that's syrup, right? Strawberry syrup, is it?
Raspberry syrup from what's it called? SSA. That's a fresh trick.
Yep, that's the fresh trick. And fresh is the one that told me to use if I didn't have, because I didn't have that, to try Swaggy's apricot, and I did, and it worked. And then I tried the new apricot. Swagpricot. That worked out.
Swagpricot.
That will actually boost your flavor a little bit. It's almost like adding your huckleberry or your blackcurrant or your bilberry to your, blueberry. It gives you a different, each one, depending on what you put in, will do it. But if you get similar flavorings to those, they change it. Like the blackcurrant for me is the one to turn that blueberry almost candy. That's the one I like. And I spilled my soda.
Ay. Holy crap, it's Matt from Suck My Mod.
It is.
Hi, Matt. What's up, Mr. Coley?
I feel kind of bad for Matt. Matt has had all kinds of YouTube strikes and stuff like that kicking in like crazy. They've targeted him, obviously. Targeted him pretty heavily.
Targeted by a fucking company to be a damn cinematographer for commercials, man. Because that dude has a fucking eye for fucking shooting products and shit. His products shoot the shoots that he does of the products for his reviews are so nice. All these dolly shots and shit, rotating thing. He's got a good eye, man. He could have a real job in the fucking business.
Rocky, that's what I actually like about the Strong and the Strong and the Ultimate. The SSA Strong and the Ultimate, they don't have that green. I agree with you. It's got a little too much green.
Ultimate is Jungle Flavors, right?
Yeah. Ultimate's Jungle Flavors. Yeah, and then the Strong is Strong. I actually kind of like the Strong a little bit better because of exactly the reason Rocky just mentioned. The green. There's almost virtually no green on that Strong. It's like that was cut off. Yeah. And that's the reason I like that one so much. But the Ultimate doesn't have much either. It's got...
I get green from Juicy Strawberry. From FA, I get a little bit of green. It kind of makes me never want to use that flavor. And I'm like, because the strawberry part of that flavor tastes really good. But then it's got that you cut it too close to the fucking leaves, you know.
Either cut it
Like,
too close or didn't even bother cutting it, just popped it off.
Yeah, just like, and there's a little bit of that white on the top, you know, like, I don't necessarily want that in my strawberry. I mean,
and it kind of
I get it because it makes it taste real, but I don't want to vape that.
Which is the reason why I like those two flavors the best of the ones I've tried, is because they don't have that. Almost all of them does. Even Swaggy's has a little bit of a little touch, but that's a lot more forgivable.
Those were also made with vapors in mind, and flavorings initially, at least, were made for kitchens.
True.
They didn't really think about it until, like, 2012, 11 is when, like, we started seeing, like, everybody using fucking all the vape companies started popping up, and everybody was using TFA, Capella, Flavor West, and Flavor Art, because that's all there was. Hey, Chandler, it's going.
Friction's here too. It's good to see Friction.
Jab. He's Jab. Or Friction. Friction. How's the fucking fam, Friction? Your 14 kids. And the baby.
It's a busy dad.
Baby's like
full-time dad is a full-time job.
Yep. I was a stepdad for like a year, and holy shit. That's a lot.
He's a stepdad for Yuri, aged 5.
Tim?
Except I was the cool stepdad, because their mom was kind of a jerk. So they were like,
I think Bob just dropped in.
I like him.
Oh,
we'll listen to him. What are we dropping? Words to your moms? Can you drop bombs?
No, the strawberry milkshake recipe is the one she's trying to work on.
Hey, I can make that. It says so. You can make this. Okay, I have Bavarian cream from Wonder Flavors? Holy shit. I guess, yeah. Hey, that looks good, Bab. I mean, take me to C. Sorry.
Yeah, take me to C.
Bab shared it.
See, the sweet strawberry from Cap is sweet, but it's also like a fresh strawberry-ish sweet.
Oh, I don't find it fresh strawberry at all. It is all candy to me.
I'm thinking of the sweet strawberry from not Cap, TFA.
There is no sweet strawberry from TFA.
That's candy. That's candy. Yeah.
They only have strawberry and red or ripe.
I gotta look at my notes. What do you got? We got jam in here. The jam. I mean,
you know what that tastes like?
Yep.
It's nice that you use that as your backup strawberry, because I don't feel like that would be great as the main note in that recipe. So you could call on the sweet strawberry as your main strawberry. I mean, if you bought a fucking strawberry vape prior to 2017, it probably had like between 4 and 6% of sweet strawberry by Cap. So on the right track. That graham cracker clear is a fucking good idea too.
Mm-hmm.
Adds a little fucking density to that vape. I like it. I've never used French vanilla thick that high, but I assume it's probably good. That marshmallow is going to make it sticky.
Oh, it's only 2%. Is that too bad?
Of who?
It's going to give you that vanilla note. But that's
French
also
vanilla. I've never used it over 1. That's why.
But the strawberry jam, I'm wondering if that's what the issue you're having. Maybe the sweet strawberry and the strawberry jam aren't quite pushing through. Maybe between the French vanilla and the ice cream vanilla from the SSA. That might be what the problem she's having. Trying to think of what she's dealing with for an issue here. I'm thinking maybe she wants more strawberry.
Trying to read what was she saying was the problem. All I see is I don't think they saw my link to the recipe in question. I posted it 4 times. Well, you're not a mod, so we probably didn't see it. It probably got blocked, but that's why Bob shared it. But yeah, I mean, what did she say was the
Well, it says in here
what did she say was the problem?
She's not strawberry blind, but maybe just partially blind when it comes to the right combination for the exact strawberry flavor they're looking for. She's looking for. We'll see. So I'm thinking, is that? I'm thinking she's
maybe you
almost.
need some mid ground because sweet strawberry is pretty top endy and strawberry jam is pretty dark and low end. You might need some mid ground. You might need to
middle ground.
toss in another mid range strawberry or something. Or boost them with
She
something.
just answered you in the chat. She said needs it thick for a shake.
Thick.
So it's
Thick
not the
strawberry?
right strawberry.
Wants a strawberry thicker. I'm kind of debating if the ultimate would help. Throw a little of that ultimate in because that's kind of a thick, rich strawberry.
Yeah, I have no notes on that flavor, but if you think so, I would go for it.
Well, the ultimate's actually a little bit. That's one thing it has an advantage on. It's a little thicker than the strong strawberry. I like the flavor of the strong strawberry slightly better, but the thickness. If you're looking to make a nice thick shake, that might be a good one to add to that. I wouldn't take those others away because, like you said, you have that top and that low, and that just kind of gives you your meat in the middle.
TFA regular strawberry is pretty good too for that, but it's a little candied and it takes a while to steep. It takes like 3 or 4 days actually for it to really taste good. Otherwise, it tastes kind of plasticky. But it turns around. Trust me.
Now,
I've used that flavor at like 6%. It turns around.
If the ultimate jungle flavor strawberry is a hard one for you to get, then I would almost say then go ahead. The strong would actually kind of work, but it's going to give you a little bit more of that almost candied strawberry, which you already kind of have in there. Whereas the ultimate
Take Me to the
doesn't have
Sea
quite as much.
from the States.
Yeah, that matters where you're from and
If
where
you're from
you
the
normally
States,
order from.
you should have no problem getting that ultimate from
Yep.
Flavor Jungle. Tim is a thick shake. I see you, Timmy. Shaking that ass. Shaking that ass.
Danny, I believe.
All right.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's what you're looking for is like the meaty part of it. You're gonna need something like that.
She said she guesses she needs more strawberry and the vanilla shake needs to be thick.
Yep.
If you want the
Gelato.
vanilla shake
Gelato.
to be thick, yeah, throw some extra. Man, ice cream vanilla I don't think is very thick either from SSA.
The gelato
you
does a
might
good job of thickening.
Want to use like Liquid Barn vanilla ice cream if you want a thicker shake, or I mean that's where I always go. Personally, that's what I would do. I would start by maybe if you want the fake shaker. If you want the shake thick, I need to medicate. If you want the shake thicker, yeah, I don't know. I would maybe get rid of ice cream vanilla from SSA. I like the flavor of that. I just don't think it's very thick on its own.
No, like I was saying, the vanilla gelato from Wonder Flavors is a lot thicker.
And
Hi,
Bob
Jeb.
Fuller, the strawberry cheesecake from Wonder Flavor.
Yep, strawberry cheesecake from Wonder Flavors. I mean, ironically, it says cheesecake, but it's actually.
Yeah. If you want to make that's not a bad idea either at all.
Nope.
Put that in there at a couple percent would actually thicken and add to your strawberry.
Yeah, it would do both.
Try it out. I don't know.
And then
Yeah, Bob. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. 2%. That's a pretty good idea.
yeah, that SSA ice cream vanilla seems a little bit thinner. It's not a real nice thick ice cream. It's just kind of
No, not to me at least.
no, it isn't me either.
It's a little buttery too.
Which doesn't surprise me because they have a little bit of the butter note in a lot of their flavors.
They're like, oh, you guys want DAP? Here, we'll just throw it in everything.
It tastes good, but yeah, it's not a real thick one. You're right there. French vanilla thick was a good choice, though. Although it's not as thick as the name implies either. I mean, usually, like Wendy's milkshake, the reason she uses the gelato with it is the gelato thickens it up between the French vanilla and the French vanilla thick and the gelato combined, vanilla gelato. They actually kind of create this nice thick sensation.
We will come rejoicing, breaking up the weed. Breaking up the weed. Breaking up the weed. We will come rejoicing, breaking up the weed.
Daytime Frank made it.
See what a mood
Good to
enhancer
see you,
is.
Frank.
You don't even have to use it. You just have to like work with it. It fucking makes you happy. I'm in a weird mood today.
I agree with Feed. Nothing wrong with buttery, but if that's not the flavor your profile you're going for, yeah, then you might not want that in there.
Yeah, that works sometimes for sure.
For me, I actually kind of like Flavor West vanilla bean ice cream myself.
Yeah, that's very non-buttery. It's the
very
opposite.
non-buttery. Yeah,
It's like
that's
generic vanilla, like the 5-gallon tub you buy at fucking your local supermarket. It's that ice cream.
Yep.
The shit they give you in the hospital. That vanilla ice cream, which I fucking love. I love boring vanilla ice cream because guess what you can do to that? Anything you want.
Yep.
You could put sprinkles. You could put syrup. You could put anything on that shit. Make a milkshake.
And it is it's got a thicker feel than that SSA. Just that SSA, although it has a nice vanilla cream flavor, it almost feels like it's more of a vanilla cream than ice cream.
Nice carbonara. You know.
Yeah, the gelato helps a great deal. That's why Wendy used it. And that you have to actually thank DeMillan for that, because DeMillan's the one that talked her into using that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure somebody else threw that out.
Yeah, DeMillan got a hold of it and tried it in a couple recipes, and then Wendy went with it. And now it's become like a weekly thing, and DeMillan can't wait until the end of the whole milkshake thing wears out, because they've made so many milkshakes now, and she refuses to make the premix. Yeah.
It's kind
So
of
she's got to keep like 12 flavors right out on her desk all the time. Yeah.
Don't we all have that?
I got more than 12.
Me too. Look. They're fucking everywhere.
It's probably about 35 to 40. Yep.
There's more over there too. Next to my earbuds. And iStick 30.
They're either recipes I'm working on, they're all sectioned off into spaces, or they're some testers are ones that are coming out still, because we have new ones coming out.
Actually, need to re-up that that Flavor West ice cream. I ran out like 2 or 3 months ago. We were in Zippy's show, and I ran out because that's her ice cream.
Oh yeah, I remember that
too.
The Flavor West vanilla bean.
Yep, the empty bottle is probably sitting still right here, reminding me that I need to fucking order it. Told you.
I mean, I didn't just use it today in my apple pie ice cream. Oh, I did. That's right, with vanilla swirl. I thought about gelato in there, but you're already going to kind of go thick with all the apple in the pie crust.
Now we play the waiting game.
Unfortunately, that's going to take a little while to steep out, because that pie crust and then the vanilla swirl is actually the one that kind of takes a little bit. The rest of them won't be too bad. The cooling agents too, to settle in properly, they take a few days.
Organized chaos. Which is ironic because my actual desktop for my computer, quite organized.
Way more than mine. We've had this discussion actually. Let's see. We're getting all the flavors thing. Strawberry cheesecake shake from Developed. Yep.
Oh, you know I made that before, brother. You know I made that shit before, Bab.
I have a feeling though that this is actually showcasing that strawberry cheesecake, like is talking to take me to see about. TFA cheesecake graham crust at 3%. You had the clear, that'll be fine. Strawberry Wonder Flavor strawberry cheesecake.
No, those are completely different flavors, by the way.
Yeah, they are.
Cheesecake graham crust and graham cracker clear are completely different.
I thought, yeah, but I was thinking, okay, so that's not why he's doing this one. I'm not sure why. Strawberry cheesecake, Wonder Flavors, super concentrate, 3.5%. Wonder Flavors strawberry gummy candy, super concentrate at 1.5%. Cap super sweet at 0.5%. Liquid bar and vanilla bean ice cream at 4%, and Yes Sweet cheesecake at 2%. Okay, I like this a lot. This actually looks very, very similar to my my cheesecake base. Very similar.
Absolutely let that recipe fucking sit 3 days before you vape it, though.
Yeah, that looks very similar, except for this is a strawberry version, and I used a little bit of Swaggies in there. But yeah, it looks very, very similar.
It's tasty
That's
as
tasty.
fuck.
I bet it is. Layered cheesecakes like that with a little graham crust. And that, if I remember correctly, the TFA cheesecake graham crust actually has, you can actually taste the graham in it, right?
Yes, that's why he's using that to get that graham.
Yeah.
Because strawberry cheesecake from Wonder Flavors has like 0 gram. It's just the cheesecake with some strawberry. That's why he's using it. And then
Been a
yes,
little
we
while
cheesecake
since
just
I
to
used it.
boost it up.
Because I use, I think the new SSA with graham. Cheesecake with graham is the one I've been using instead of the TFA one. I do have the TFA one. I just never use it. I think it has a long steep, doesn't it? Isn't that the one that has takes a while to steep? Like you're gonna talk like nearly a week before that one steeps out at least.
Ooh, baby. Ow.
From 2 years ago, but it looks like a good stand-up recipe for today. That could come out now. We'd all like it anyway.
Don't mind me. I'm just dying over here.
I was just
Best way
reading some of the
possible.
notes. Yeah, 7 to 10 days, and okay after 3 days. 7 to 10 days is better. That's what I figured. At least a week.
Woo!
Well, these look like good recipes coming out, though. Yeah, keep them up. I want to see more from everybody here. And if any of them fit into the profiles for noted for our recipe weeks, or on days when we just have to pick up some recipes because maybe there's not a ton of flavorings available. You know, there's a few flavorings that we're doing that are very niche, very, very small. So recipes are definitely going to have to be a part of that time. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it. What did you just put up here?
Ooh.
Oh, the same one. Yeah.
She was asking which one we were talking about.
Yep.
And the link was like 2 pages up.
Yep.
I don't know if she's on a phone or not, so figuring
Yep.
make life easier for everybody.
I mean, that's not going to be your milkshake, so to speak, but it's going to be a nice creamy cheesecake. It's going to have a little bit of that funk to it. A little less of the funk than what my base is. That's why I like it. I kind of like that cheesecake funk. That's why I like to add swaggies to it, because it brings out that top layer of funk that you don't get normally. It's kind of missing. To bring it from like that box mix stuff you can make from the store up to the level of like homemade cheesecake. I feel like that's the big difference between certain layers. And you can't get it exact without layering them. But with the layers, you can make it pretty damn good. I like the fact that we can get more realistic flavorings. It's like I'm still trying to... I made some halfway decent ones, but I'm still working for that orange creamsicle. The perfect orange creamsicle. Not talking about one that kind of, oh, that's almost there. I'm looking for that, you know, off the Swan's truck, orange creamsicle. That type of orange creamsicle. And it's hard to find. I haven't quite nailed it yet. That's one of those, that's like a, what do you call it, your white whale? That's my white whale.
Lando!
Yep, Lando. There you go, yep. Yeah, see, Bob is too. It's hard. I mean, it's not that I hate the ones I have made. I made some decent ones, but trying to get one that most of them aren't public because I'm still looking to make it just the way I want it. I want it to taste like a better than average, like actual flavor in a vape. And I know it's possible. It's not. It's just that baby aspirin thing is a bane. You turn up your flavors just a little too much. Even if you layer the oranges, you can still get that baby aspirin. When you don't get them from one individual, you put them together and then they got that shared note of baby aspirin, and instantly you got to start from scratch all over again.
Every time I hear the word Bane, I just think of his voice from that fucking Batman movie. He's like, oh, Batman. What? Why does he talk like that? Oh, Batman. Butler Alfred is trying. Shut up. Fucking.
So you're the child of my. No, it's not me. It's the woman you've been screwing. Oh. Oh, okay. I'm the child. Yeah, okay. I'm not the child, I'm the savior.
It's racist. Not even. The fuck is Schwann's? Is that an East Coast thing? It's got to be, right?
Schwann's truck? It's like a food truck thing that goes around with like all kinds of foods on it.
Like
got,
on the East Coast, right? I noticed that you and Frank are talking about it, and you're both from over there.
Maybe
I've
maybe
never
it is,
fucking heard of Schwann's.
Oh, then maybe it is just an East Coast thing. I didn't realize that. It's a big food truck chain that goes around. I actually know some people that used to work for it that now work for Coke. Oh, Pepsi, not Coke. Work for Pepsi. Yeah, it drives around. It sells all the. It's like an ice cream truck, but not for like it stops at your house. But they also sell meats and everything, frozen meats.
Oh, that motherfucker would have got robbed if they existed in my neighborhood. That's probably why.
Glad you said it's right near you, Adam.
Yeah, it says they started in Minnesota. I've never fucking seen that ever in my life. I'm looking at the website right now.
They got delicious food. They truly do. It's just pricey. You pay for that service to go around.
We were poor when I was growing up.
And they make they make really good money off commission. Don't let them lie to you. That's how they make their money. That's why they push their food, and there's a reason for it. But it's good food, so it's not hard to push once you get hooked on it. If you have the money, you kind of want it. I do drive right by here, but I've never stopped them, even though I've been tempted a couple times, because once they stop, they will always stop.
But I want the pepperoni cheese rolls.
See? She wants the pepperoni cheese rolls. Yeah, they have some good food. And if they don't have it on the truck, they can always get it and order it and get it for the next time truck comes through. We used to do that too. They'll just drop it off and deliver it to your house.
Yeah, I think we were too poor for that shit.
I would not be surprised. It wasn't even back in the day. It was an every week thing that we get it. My grandmother used to like buy it from them every once in a while, and then it got to show up every week. It's like I only want something like once a month, maybe every two. Summertime mostly. It's like, yeah, well, now they're here every week, and then they make you feel guilty, and you buy stuff every week, and that's pretty much how it went.
Yeah, good luck trying to make me feel guilty.
I got to season my Blackstone, by the way, now that Frank's here. My stuff came in yesterday to season my Blackstone. So I got to clean that up and season it because it sat and got all gross. I don't have a cover like Frank's does. Even if it did, it needs to be seasoned once a year. Well, here's the thing. I ordered off Amazon for the seasoning, for the actual Blackstone seasoning for the once a year thing. And it came in with a Walmart box. So Walmart delivered the Amazon package. Weird, right? Are you talking, Adam? Oh.
Can you not hear me?
I couldn't hear you there before. That was weird. Yeah, Harleys are out and stuff today. I see one going up the road right now. Yeah, Walmart and Blackstone are tight. That's where I actually got my Blackstone, was on a Black Friday sale. That's how I got mine. The first couple of years they had them out there where they was still like kind of rare. Now everybody's got a Blackstone practically. Got one of the old models, but yeah, and then it came in. But isn't that weird that it came in the Walmart box? Like Walmart shipped it out, and that's why I couldn't get tracking off Amazon. It said tracking not available, even though it said it was shipped, and then just showed up in a Walmart box. And of course, they delivered it to the storefront right under the sign that says "Deliver to store behind storefront." The house behind storefront says right there. I bought a metal sign, had it put up on the. I put it up on the wall, and they put the package right directly beneath it. Apparently, they don't know how to read. That's FedEx. Gotta love FedEx delivery.
Jesus.
It's a good thing I saw them. Depends on what it is. I'm not worried about it so much getting stolen, but if you get something like something that'll melt or something that's can't be out in the hot sun, they drop it by that door. Yeah, I had that happen. Drop foodstuffs from Walmart right there in the hot sun, right where they're not supposed to. So I just, when I know something like that's coming, I have to go out and check every few hours.
Ish.
Speaking of, at some point,
business shit right now. It's artwork, and this makes me money.
Oh, that made me think of something. You know what I got I got a message the other day with the Blackstone when it came in. And, you click on your thing to see when it's coming. I tried checking for the shipping. And one of the pictures it showed underneath for accessories available with my Blackstone seasoning, they show you all the accessories and stuff. Yeah. It was guitar, like, they're shaped like guitars, but your spatulas. They were shaped like guitars. And you know who I thought of when I thought of that? Like, I don't even think Adam would use these.
Nope. What a giant fucking waste of money. Hey, everybody, look at me. I play guitar while I cook. Like,
I saw that and I said, and that's when I get it so bad to the point where I look at it and I say, that's cheesy even for someone like Adam who loves guitar.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I play guitar, but I don't need to fucking remind everybody in every goddamn aspect of my life. Fucking Christ. That's like attention horse shit, I want like zero attention on me unless I'm on stage. And then I have a real guitar.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like this business plan is going through.
Yeah, it's summertime. I was thinking cool vapes. Now we got some cool vapes out there. Thank you, Bob, for the 3 today, by the way, as well. And every one of them had coolant in them. So if you're looking for a nice cool vape in the summertime, or for me, that cooling stuff works really well in like the spring and fall during allergy season. And even in the wintertime, when I go out, I get cold weather-induced asthma. And instead of an inhaler, I found that cooling effect actually helps me more. Quicker. Whereas if I forget to take it like 5 minutes before I go out, my inhaler thing, it won't work for 5-10 minutes. Whereas I can just take a cool vape of coolant in it, and next thing you know, I'm good within a few seconds. Clears my asthma right up.
Nice. Extra perks.
Might not work with everyone, but it does for me, so it makes me happy. Old Forge, New York, where Enchanted Forest Water Safari exists. My mother worked there for years. Yeah. She was head of groundskeeping for the longest time. Ooh. I'm reading chat. Sorry, guys. Chat's gotten interesting. It's more interesting than me.
I know, and I'm conducting business like an asshole. I'm sorry, but
no. Hey, you do what you have to do. Life happens.
Just side money is. I'm not going to turn that down.
It's okay. We're starting a campaign for Deb 22 for president. That works for me.
Sorry, my vote's for Toonie.
Maybe if you and Toonie got together, pick out the president and vice president.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm cool with that, but Toonie's got the experience. He's got the pull, so to speak. He's got the tenure. He has the the recognition. Who the fuck vapes and doesn't know who the fuck Addy Tooney is? Well, hobbyist vapors, I should say.
I was gonna say.
If I just asked some idiot on the street who has a Juul, like, you know, Addy Tooney, they'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Actually, they might not. I don't know. They might be, hell yeah, that dude's fucking a legend.
Anyone who watches vape YouTube that isn't watching just reviews should probably know who he is. Yeah.
Kind of a minority. Hate to say
Frank
it.
has a point, though. Tooney doesn't want the job. But then again, that's who you want in. You don't want the people that want the job, because the people who want the job, you don't want in there.
Fucking take advantage and shit. Yeah, Tooney would be by the people, for the people. That's what he is. He's a fucking human, not a goddamn robot or a sheep.
Yeah, that's the problem.
What we want.
I mean, and he's also not a how should we put this nicely? A wingnut, like the one that wasn't exactly a good robot or sheep. He was a little out there, and that was actually kind of the downfall situation for him. His own party wasn't 100% behind him anymore. But regardless of how you feel about that, it's still, you know, we could use a better candidate. Yeah, Rocky for president, free milk and honey for everyone. No, are you kidding me? There wouldn't be any milk and honey for anyone if Rocky was president. He'd actually make it so that all goes to his house. No
That would be the new reserve.
Yeah, it'd be the
gold reserve? Nope. It'd be the milk and honey reserve.
Yep. Milk and honey reserve that he gets to swim in like Scrooge McDuck did in his gold.
Our entire financial institutions would be based on the cost of milk and honey. Amazon would start fucking accepting it instead of Bitcoin.
We don't accept Bitcoin anymore, but now we accept milk and honey as our primary database of money.
Yep. 10 milliliter bottles are the new currency, dude. Little 1 mil samplers are like fucking change. Oh, man.
Right there you go. Milk and honey restrictions for all. I'll help you.
Yeah, see, I'm not cool with that shit.
I know one slip die his.
I don't use that flavor regularly, but shit, it's a good flavor.
It is, and I mixed up that recipe from Rocky the other day because it had the milk and honey in it. He knew I had it now, so he made sure I had a recipe that I could make, and he did. Yeah, I made it. It's good. It's a good flavor. It's hard to believe it's such an old flavor. Actually, it's, you know, some of the older ones do still shine. We just don't hear about them anymore as much, unless someone like Rocky just fell in love with it and kept it. The unfortunate truth of it is a lot of those flavors just fall by the wayside, and it's years later someone mentions it and is like, that doesn't sound good, that's old. And it turns out it was actually one of the best flavors they had. Still stands up today. Which I have to say right now, our advocate for a lot of these older flavorings right now on Noted is Daniel. He's got a lot of these flavors that you can't really get anymore, or just haven't heard of them forever. So he brings them back to the surface, gets us to try them too, and then next thing you know, it's like, hey, you know what? That's a pretty good flavor. I think we're going to see more and more of that in the upcoming episodes. He's talking us into retrying some of the older flavorings flavorings that aren't as mainstream.
God damn it. You said the word surface or surfacing, and now all I have in my head is fuck it all, fuck this world, fuck everything that you stand for, don't belong, don't exist, don't give a shit, don't ever judge me. Because that's a fucking Slipknot song, and it's a badass Slipknot song.
It is.
Anytime the word surface or surfacing happens, my brain immediately starts, fuck it all, fuck this world, fuck everything. Bastards. I listened to that whole album at work last week, and I was like, wow, this was really good, especially for the time. There's nothing else like that.
Yeah, single flavor testing, I didn't do much of it. Once I did some for Swaggies, and a little bit I did some for Wonder Flavors. But honestly, single flavor testing, it's not a lot of fun most of the time. But
Tutti frutti.
it does give you, if you can break apart the flavor and think of the other flavors, and especially with like the noted situation, you're testing them against each other, you kind of realize what ones have notes that might actually go well with others. You're not just learning that flavor, but you can kind of learn what layers can you create from these different ones. You kind of get that. And I kind of love that. That is actually my favorite part of doing the single flavor testing, because it's going to make it so I'm a better mixer.
Oh.
I mean, I already found a few ways to make those the plain custards. I'm telling you, I found a couple of them. You're going to see a few newer combinations coming out, or at least new to me combinations coming out that just, I can't wait until the vanilla week, because I like the vanilla note too, and it might be a mix of the two that create it. I've been searching for that like eggy goodness of a custard for a while. I finally found it. Yeah, eggy goodness to make it right. And it's almost there with a couple single flavors, but you add a couple layers of those single flavors, and I've been playing with different ones. Oh.
Tim, do you have Portuguese egg tart custard from Wonder Flavors?
I do. I have not tested it.
You should. That might be just what you're looking for. That's a nice flavor. It's a really good flavor.
Yep.
I don't use it enough, actually.
And the other part is the buttery goodness. If you can balance that butter and egg ratio just right, to me, that's a custard thing for me. But I grew up in, as most people from the lower parts of New York State will say, basically Canada, where we had a lot of real custards versus the pudding custards is what I call them, that most people in America consider a custard, but they're really more of a pudding. I grew up where you actually got the thick custards that almost like, like gelatinous custards, not just goo, not goo.
Why am I drinking this goo? Ghostbusters 2.
Yep.
That's why I said that earlier to Jeb. That Ghostbusters 2 on the brain. This recipe looks good. I'm making a recipe for today.
You got to do more than that, Frank. Somehow, in a humane way, I suppose, because you want to be humane. That front runner for Pave, that woman, she needs like something held against her at some point, to hold her accountable for some of the things she's created. The one with a permanent resting bitch face. Yeah, that one woman. Oh my God, no. There's only one person I dislike more. She's up there in a list of people I don't care for. I mean, she's not quite Bloomberg level, but she's getting there. If she had more power, she'd probably be there.
Yeah, probably. I would say so.
Yeah, Pelosi's up there pretty too. Pelosi's up there.
God.
Those are the three.
What was that recipe that Fresh made? It was like Nancy Pelosi's on acid or something like that.
I can't figure out. She even hears from her own constituents, her own like people, and they'll tell her something, and she'll be like, "I don't care. I don't believe it." It's like, but we have the evidence. We do. There's proof. As our collective has the evidence. I don't care. I don't believe it. You get to pick and choose what the hell you believe while you're in office, even though you got someone on your own council telling you it's true. Okay. And then you get, he already got his just desserts recently, but Cuomo with his whole, technically yes, but so what? How do these people stay in office so long? Oh, we got something from Swaggy here. What's this? I see a Swaggy something.
Deb, I should do a cover of 18 by who? Alice Cooper? You got to get in on that contest action. Once I actually finish the outstanding song, I got a bunch of days off, so I'm committed to finishing this.
Oh, there it is.
Song.
It's Nancy Pelosi's ATM.
Yeah, I just shared it on screen like 3 minutes ago.
Yep.
2 minutes ago. I don't know.
But yeah, so you put the link.
Somebody else made one called Nancy Pelosi's on Acid. Pelosi on Acid by Mix and Hope.
I've never seen a woman in such denial be so successful. Or man, for that matter. Person in that much. I don't know. There's a couple other ones. There's a few in office that are pretty much in denial too. But I don't know. She stands forefront for the vape thing where she just like, I don't care what the evidence says. I don't believe it. It's like, okay, so you make up your own stories? And she has made up her own stories. Yeah.
You all will have a chance to vote on what cover I do next. Probably next week. I'll drop the link to where you can vote on that. I mean, here, let me just do it now. The voting is not open currently, so don't even try. I will post when it is open, and then there will be a thread, and then you just post a YouTube video of the song you want to fucking hear me do and randomize them, and then you can hear my cover forever.
Cover an arson song. There we go. Perfect.
Oh my God.
You'll never be able to figure out how to do it right. Nope, never. He'll never get the bass right. Guaranteed.
That'd be a disservice to Ed. Like, yeah, I sing our songs better than you, asshole.
Oh
my God.
Dude, we used to do that song in my old band, Daniel, so.
Barbie Girl. Yeah, I heard Barbie Girl.
I mean, yeah, that's like Lando thought he was getting one on me when he picked freaking Livin' La Vida Loca. And I was like,
it's a good song.
It's funny and all, but I will gladly do that. It's just like what was the other one? Oh, the Rickroll.
Yep.
Never gonna give you up. When I had to do that one, I was like, you think you're like punishing me by making me do that song? No way.
These are songs when you're at practice. You just have a little fun on the side. And you just randomly sing anyway. Just for fun. I've seen enough jam sessions to know that some of these songs you think are just hilarious come up and you wind up just playing around with them, having fun. And then come up with alternate lyrics and stuff.
So join this Facebook group and I will approve you. And the songs are always debuted on TJ's show on Golf T Vapes. I do not play them anywhere else first. I don't even let anybody hear them. I usually don't even let anybody know who fucking won, which song won. So the only stipulation is it had to have charted top 100. It limits, because otherwise you could be like, play track number 4 off of Megadeth's fucking 3rd album, and it's like, nobody's gonna care about that, you know? Nobody cares except you. That's just for you. Like, the fun part about it is that everyone gets to hear these songs. You get a song, like you get your song, but you know, you get it in a fun way and everybody gets to enjoy it, hopefully. Some of the the first 7 of them that I did were a little rough, kind of rushed, but I started taking more time and putting more effort into them. Yeah, see, Spice Girls, I would totally do that. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. If you want to be my lover. Like, I like the Spice Girls.
Or TLC if you want to go in that genre.
Don't chasing what I found. Jumping to the real. Like, I like all that shit. I will do all of that stuff. The other stipulation is I do it the way I want to do it. So if I'm going to take an R&B song and turn it into a reggae song, deal with it.
Speaking of, I got to pick a song to go out on tonight. I'm not going to do that right now.
It's all good fun. But yeah, join that group. Somebody just did.
I did.
No, 2 people
I wasn't in that group.
Approve. I'm approving them. As they're coming in, everybody. 2 people just joined. I don't even know how big this group is, to be honest. Is there a way to see how many members? 85 members. Damn. To be fair, though, usually only about 10 or 15 people vote. So your odds are 1 in 30 that your song's going to get picked. Pretty good. Way better than the fucking lottery, that's for sure. Because I allow 2 songs. You get 2 picks. I know we're totally changing the subject of the show, but that's going to start coming up again. And everyone's like, you should cover this. You should cover this. And it's like, well, this is how you get the song.
Getting an interesting release on Tuesday, too, so from BSO. So prepare for that. I'm going to kind of take a note from Fresho 3, what he did in the past with that with a similar flavor, and I'm going to try and make my own spin on it. It won't be Fresho 3's recipe, but it'll be something inspired by his recipe in the past. So I'm waiting for that. I'm getting ready. I'm trying to. I'm theory crafting in my head. I haven't put anything down on the LR yet. So
Daniel, I know every word to that song.
Yep.
I'm telling you, man. You got to get weird. You got to get really weird. Like, people picked some shit, and I'm like, ooh, man, if that one wins, how am I gonna fucking pull that off? Like, I could have done What I Got just the boring way, like how they do it, you know, but I changed it to a fucking upbeat ska as opposed to like just a folky strum song. Make them fun. I did the same with what's it called? Abracadabra. It's kind of ska.
Yep. We did have hot dogs for breakfast.
I don't think Crazy for You was top 100, unfortunately. Might have been. It's Madonna. Just type up chart.
Hey, if I win and I get Wayward Son, can I get that? I could actually like just tell my mother I got it for Mother's Day and her birthday combined.
I'm not gonna lie. If Carry On Wayward Son won, I would probably never do the whole song. It would probably be like just the beginning of it because that's a fucking long song. Dude. That's like a 12-hour commitment to recording that.
Everybody, same page, ready? Inagata Davida, whole song.
I'd have to get really drunk before I fucking did it. Inagata Davida. That would be a nightmare. There's like a couple that I'm like worried if they won. Yes, Roundabout.
Yep.
I can play it, but not that. Like, that's the other thing too. If I don't know the song, I gotta fucking learn it too, and not just the guitars, the bass, the keyboards, and the fucking drums, and all the vocals, and the backing vocals. It's a lot of work.
Timby, you looking for just a regular vanilla custard? Like straight up vanilla custard? Or are you looking for vanilla custard and fruit, vanilla custard and bakery? It makes a huge difference. Yeah, Iron Butterfly, though, with Inagata Davida. Oh. Long song.
There you go. Don't even challenge me.
Wow. There we
I'll
go.
do Sandstorm. I'll do all a cappella version. There's a drum track.
Okay. Yep. So just straight up vanilla custard. Tell you what, Tim, I'm not going to do it right now, but I'll work on it because we do have vanilla custards coming up. I'm got to test out anyway. So I want to get the layers down first. See what new layers I can come up with, like I did with the regular plain custards. I'm telling you, I've got a trinity of the new vanilla, the plain custards. That just, for me, it's like, yeah, that's
Tim's
the custard I've been
Trinity.
searching for. That's the plain custard I've been searching for. Now let's see what happens when I get to the vanillas. And can I work the vanillas into the plains and make it even better? I got an advantage with those ones.
No classical. Has to have charted. Has to have been existing when charts existed.
Yeah, you don't want to do Mozart. There's no music. It's all music. There's no. I mean, it'd be otherwise.
I've done instrumentals. I did instrumental of Sultans of Swing. Dire Straits.
Believe it or not, that was a car going by. It sounded like a little dirt bike. That's weird. I know, it was weird. It did not sound like a car. I like
nice
Vivaldi
100,
better.
nice 100cc, bro.
Yeah, 100cc. Actually, you know what though? There are like what was it, a 1.4 or 1.6 that had one of my vehicles?
What?
It actually had a turbo in it, 1.4 or 1.6, and it was like really kind of peppy.
Oh yeah. There was
That
like
one-
Celicas and shit that had like 1.8 with
Oh,
a
my
turbo
one,
and shit.
my 1.8 Golf, she made me get rid of because she was afraid I was gonna get tickets with it because it was tuned.
Those are great cars. Those are you can
Well,
fucking.
I taught my daughter.
You
I taught my
went down the
I
road
taught
sideways.
I taught my
You can
daughter
get
how to
into
drive
tuning
stick in
those
it.
bad boys.
And when we went to go park it where she could start driving, I went out and I literally did
Like
I
a Blues Brothers
drifted
car?
all the way out into the road and back in again.
Fucking
And
Blues
my
Brothers,
daughter
dude.
said, that was what my daughter said. I'm not driving this anymore, and she refused to drive it after that because she had no idea it was that powerful.
Yeah, you can fucking customize those cars.
Her brother actually followed me home with that car. When I took it, he gave me the ride over to go pick it up, and I drove it home. And he had the TDI. He had the Volkswagen TDI, and he was trying to keep up with me, and he couldn't come
yes.
close. He couldn't come close. Not even close. We're talking like a 2001 Golf.
Fucking
It
probably
was
felt a little
fast.
salty.
He was a little salty when he caught up to me and he stopped. He goes, I don't know what that car's not factory. It's like, no, it's not.
I had a friend back in the day who fucking was obsessed with car tuning and shit, and he bought like a fucking bullshit Ford Focus and tuned the fuck out of it. And he would smoke dudes in fucking like badass cars, and they're like, what the fuck, man? And like he didn't like do like the Fast and the Furious like everyone was doing. He just made it all non-cosmetic, all under the hood shit. So he would roll up to people and he'd be, and they're like, what the fuck? This little fucking Ford Focus. They're like,
Well, it's like the Golf R and the Golf R was actually the one to beat forever. Like that thing was just a track car.
Well, R was for racing, right?
Yeah, that car was fast. And
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. If you tune the 1.8 turbo, the T, it'll actually come very close to that. It just won't have the suspension that the R had.
No, but the horsies, yeah, for sure.
But the horsies are about
You
the
can
same.
get the horsies
Problem-
out of it.
That one was very fast, but she made me get rid of it quick because she swore I was going to get all these tickets from it, which may or not have been true, but I don't know. Never got the opportunity to try.
I had a little shitty fucking 92 Corolla that had aftermarket work done to it because my buddy just liked to experiment on shit. And he's like, let's try this on your car. Let's try this. Hey, I picked this up.
Oh,
You want to put this on your car? And I'd be like, all right, cool. And fucking, we like finagled like fucking 50 extra horses out of that stupid car. It fucking flew for like a little 4-cylinder, you know?
send some well wishes toward Dave over here too. Dave Lloyd, he's had a headache all day because his sugars, or has a headache right now, and his sugars have been messed up all day. I know that feeling. It sucks. Sucks a lot. While I was waiting for the medication change, I was on that strict diet and I still couldn't get my sugars below 300.
Terrible.
Yeah, the Golf is actually, they're quite a fun car, and those small ones, they're quick. They're quick little cars. Especially when you get the turbos added. That's where the turbos shine. They don't really shine. They shine, but they suck a lot of gas at the higher end. But you actually get decent gas mileage out of those little four bangers with the turbo on them. There we are going into a car show. I feel like we're on TJ's show now. Because we've done that a few times.
Well,
Had a few discussions about vehicles.
all right.
That's it. Everybody gets a participation trophy. Here's one for you. Here's one for you. Here's one for you. Sorry,
I've had a
TJ.
car in
Love you, brother.
so long.
V8 smart car.
I literally just need to go and get my driver's license back. There's no more liens on it or anything. Should probably do that before winter.
Yep. Graham, you're right. There is. I've seen a few of those.
Oh
They
shit!
actually,
I never ordered my Liquid Barn.
You didn't get your Liquid Barn yet? Your vanilla
Never ordered
ice
it.
cream?
The card is just sitting here in a tab.
I don't know if anyone watches Mighty Car Mods, but they did some pretty good base modifications in the past. Where you just take an old car, beat up car, and just make it faster. My favorite was driving Miss Daisy one. The little old Volkswagen Bug that they put a motor. What the heck motor was it? It's a Subaru motor they put in it. And turned it from a 4-wheel drive into a 2-wheel drive and put it all the turbo motor into the back. The car was downright dangerous. That's one of the reasons why they didn't do more video of it, apparently. It's because the car was so dangerous. You just didn't have any traction. It was just winging it when they took it. They had a lot more power than it even had at the track. They just couldn't use the power because the car was too light.
God.
And here I'm thinking, yes, I want that car. Please put that in my life. It's like, I want the dangerous one that can kill me.
Gimme,
Please.
Gimme. Let's see.
Yeah. Hope so too, Dave. Get better.
Do it.
Hate seeing anybody in the community dealing with any health issues. It sucks. And stress does not help. Stress will make your sugars even worse. And I know what that's like because the more stressed I was, the more I'd see my sugars raise. I'm trying to keep my stress down by watching my numbers go
Speaking
up,
of
and that
stress.
makes me more stressed. De-stress time for Adam.
I'm pretty de-stressed already, but I figured might as well go ham.
See, I always wanted like a 65 Mustang in midnight blue. That's what I've always wanted.
Black for me. But yeah, 65 Mustang.
The midnight blue where it looks black from one angle and blue from another, and it kind of has that like a real nice midnight blue paint job. Because I always like the blue Mustang, but I also like black. So it's like if I get that blue black where you can walk on it, or even like the is it called Midnight Red, where they did the red with the same thing, the same idea? That would look nice on it too. Although I feel that would be better on a Corvette, older Corvette. I don't know. Mustang to me has always been blue is like the more natural color for it, and then the Corvette's red is always more natural. But I want just beautiful.
My friend Steve used to have a blue. I think it was a '74 Mustang 2. It was a fucking beautiful car. It was so fast.
Mach 2.
Yes.
Yep. Those are a fast car. You know, the 80s ones, they didn't look pretty. 80s ones didn't look pretty. I didn't like the boxy look like
a 75. Yeah. Yeah, they weren't the most aesthetically pleasing cars. That's for sure.
But they had power. Had plenty of power.
Yep.
But they felt like almost a sleeper because you couldn't hardly tell what they were on the road.
That's what most of the road douches around here used to fucking soup up, were like 90s Mustangs. Which makes sense because when I really started getting friendly with a lot of those people, it was like the early 2000s, so those cars were 10 years old by that point, you know, so they're easier to get.
True fact. We just watched it the other day. You know that have you guys seen, I'm sure you've seen it, Me, Myself, and Irene? That red Mustang. The guy used to work with, it was his aunt's car, the actual car in the video.
Wow.
I've ridden in that Mustang. And I didn't know until after I went on a ride in it that was the Mustang from the movie.
You're right, Kerplop. That
was
is a
kind of
fucking
interesting.
Beautiful blue color.
It is.
For anybody who doesn't know what grabber blue is, that blue.
Yep.
So
especially like
nice.
You see the one in the middle. I like when
This
they
guy?
accent it with the black. I like when.
Oh
it's
fuck
accented
yeah,
with the black.
that shit's tight.
Yep. Kind of feel that same way about
Look at that bad boy.
well, my Corvette was candy apple red, but
yeah, with the black hood scoop and the black fucking fat stripe with the two skinny stripes on the side. That's sick. And then they kept the sides fucking nice. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Although towing behind the trailer is the weird part.
That's weird. That's a little weird.
I got this beautiful car and I'm going to tow a trailer with it. It's like, okay.
It's got the torque.
Yeah, it's got the torque. It's got the suspension if it's actually, been kept up or fixed or even beefed. Yep. A GTO Judge. Yep. When I bought my Camaro, I actually had a chance to buy an old a 68 or 69 Camaro. A few weeks later, I wish I had waited. Same when I bought my Corvette. I bought my Vet, but I got a good deal on it because my uncle sold his split T Corvette to the guy, and his wife made him get rid of one of his 3 Vets they now had, and I got a good deal on it. But like 2 weeks later, I could have got this nice maroon and black 69 Camaro. It's like, I actually kind of like the Camaro better for looks. The Corvette was fun, but it's low to the ground. You don't have the greatest vision in that thing. You got tunnel vision when you're riding a 75 Vet. You can't really see over your wheel wells.
Yeah, right.
Oh, seriously, there's so many blind spots in that thing. It downright is kind of dangerous. If you don't know where someone pulled out, you won't see them if they're in those spots. And same with looking out the back. You got like this. You got it's got the flat windows, so you don't have the real bubble view window thing. These 2 rails in there, they're nice and wide. It's fun, and you got these tiny little mirrors. Yeah, good luck trying to see and be safe with that thing. The thing is, it's meant to go fast, so you get out of the way in time not to get hit. That's about it.
Oh my God. All right, let's get this show back on track.
All right, we got
You
some.
might want to check AFL hashtag again on ELR in like 20 seconds when ELR decides to not be a wicked douche. Oh shit, sorry. I'm still holding this.
What am I doing here? I'm doing this wrong. I got so many tabs open now.
Oh goodness. Woo! I'm like choking directly into the microphone. Oh, goodness gracious, this thing is fucking potent.
Oh, there we go. We got it. Yep. We even have it up on screen for you, Adam, when you're ready.
Oh no, go ahead.
Oh, you want me to read it? Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Rocky
It's
Peach
your show, bro.
Rocky Peach Ice Cream. Hashtag AFL. From Madam, I'm Adam, which I love.
It reads
Apricot
the same
VSO.
forwards and backwards.
Yep. Apricot VSO at 0.5%. French vanilla ice cream Hankson, 0.75%. Honey peach jungle flavors at 2%. Milk and honey flavor at 1%. Peach VSO at 3%. Vanilla bean ice cream TFA at 3.5%. Vanilla swirl TFA at 2%. And whipped cream SSA at 1%. Ooh. Okay,
Yep.
apricot and peach. Ooh, that sounds good. Milk and honey.
The apricots
Okay,
to boost the peaches above the
Yep.
creams.
Yeah, I know it's apricot's not super high, but ooh. That looks good.
Sweeten and cool to taste. Since we were making cold things today. It's not a drink, but it's cold.
It doesn't have to be drink. It could be dessert.
Oh, it was just cold
ice
things?
creams.
All right, great.
Just cold things. And it doesn't have to actually have the coolant in it. Just,
Put 1%
inspired.
WS-23 in there if you want it a little bit chilly. Put more if you want it to freeze your fucking throat.
Nice use of milk and honey from Rocky with a thumbs up. All right.
Oh, for sure, dude. Yeah,
It's Rocky approved.
You had to throw your name in there too, since you play along every week, pretty much.
Has been for a while. Him and Bob have been consistently. Usually Dave does too. We get a few from others here, and that's what I want to do. And I also want to incorporate these into the. I want to get some new flavors in there.
Liquids.
Oh, is that's actually a mix?
Yeah.
Ooh, that is.
That's also 18 milligram nicotine, though.
Oh, yeah, that would actually.
My pod
definitely
vape. It's for this guy. Probably actually needs to be filled. No, we're pretty good. Actually, really good. Must have just filled it.
Whoa, that looks like motor oil.
Yeah, it's dark in there, right?
Yeah, I'd say so. Is that the same one as you just showed?
That's that shit. Yeah.
It looks way darker. Once it gets
Yeah,
all
these
heat
are
to
like
it.
a little dark translucent, and then yeah, it's been sitting in there too, and I keep adding to it.
On that note, though, we should actually probably cut out of here and let you guys have a good Saturday afternoon. I will see a few of you. Probably I plan on being there with Frank tomorrow at 11 a.m.
I actually
Eastern
don't
Standard
work
Time.
tomorrow in the morning, so I should be on time.
Yep.
Should be. We'll see.
On the Super Sunday Mixing Show. By the way, thank you guys for the hashtag AAFL. Really love it when you guys play along. And yes, thank you also to Frank for coming up with that idea. At least for me, that's where my inspiration for it came from. Because it's nice to see the people play along. We get the new recipes out there, and hopefully can incorporate them and make them into as we get along. So we're not using the same Rolodex of mixes on Noted. Like they've had to use a few, reuse them because we have such limited flavors in a profile. That's actually my key, is I want to get some fresh aspects out of them, especially with the new flavors out. So that said, you guys have a great day. Enjoy your day. If you need a little bit of help with your Blackstone grill, I know where you can get some help, probably from a certain Daytime Frank guy. So please
Listen
do.
to this dude, Frank. He knows what he's talking about. He's
if you
like
need
the
help with,
Rufus of grilling.
and if you need a little help with the seasoning and Frank is busy, this guy called The Chair actually knows how to do it too. Both of them have actually talked to me about it.
Oh, Southern gentleman named Bill. Well, I use gentleman loosely.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a pretty loose. Yeah, but yeah, and keep an eye out for that. I mean, I'm probably not gonna wind up doing videos, but maybe I might. I don't know. A little clip here and there of it that I might throw into the show. I probably won't throw it as a separate thing like Frank did, but I'm gonna be making my jalapeno bacon wrap jalapeno poppers soon. We're all set for that. Just yum. Well, you have Frank right there, so let's see. No, actually, I can't remember what one. I think it was it milkshakes?
Milk and honey dreams to you all.
I'm going to look. That is a very good question.
The sweetest of milk and honey dreams to you all.
I don't know if I'm pretty sure Frank is actually really good about putting it up ahead of time. See here. Oh, he's got griddle shorts on here.
Milkshakes tomorrow. Oh yeah, that
It
won
is
the poll.
milkshakes.
Shit.
I thought it was milkshakes. I was pretty sure.
Shit.
Yep. Which sounds really good. I mean, I love milkshakes. So that kind of is going to fall into this. You might even, I might mix a couple of these up if I have everything for them. And you might see a couple of milkshakes made that are made from here and talked about a little bit. Although they're not going to be like steeped, sadly. But, that's the downside to the ones that do need a long steep, especially when you like using TFA ice cream.
Yeah, I vape that shit right away. It does change for sure. Gets thicker, it gets more blended, creamier.
You can get over there and use AAFL to get 24% off until midnight for your the banana raw, okay, and the coconut raw. They're both very amazing.
All your needs. Oh, I think that's fucking crazy because look what I just lifted up. Banana raw.
Very, very good flavor.
You can see I'm missing some. You don't need a whole bunch.
I'm pretty sure mine's looking a little weaker than that. In fact, I'm not even sure where it is.
There's milk. You can see how I use that one a bit.
I know my butter's getting down there pretty good already.
Ooh, your butter's getting low, eh? Bubblegum.
Oh, I found I'm loving that butter more than. And here's the thing: I've been trying other ones too, and his is less oily.
The mustard.
They're like less. His is less oily than the others. That's, I think, the big difference between his and some of the others. They're more like oil-based, like flavor-wise. And his is just straight up like, it reminds me of like Wonder Flavor's cookie butter, but with more butter flavor. It's like that type of texture.
All those companies are using DAP to try to recreate butter, and Swag is using actual butter.
Yeah, I don't know. It's delicious. And it works really well if you want to add it to your toffee to make a butter toffee. Oh, Just yum. Like that butter toffee recipe I put out. I almost kept that private. It's that good. I like it that much. Almost kept that one private. Especially because it wasn't on a show day when I made it. But yeah, we'll see Frank tomorrow. Get over there and here, I'll get you a copy of the calendar for anyone who's interested in any mixing shows. As soon as I figure out where my bookmarks just disappeared to, there they are. I don't like the way that they updated this. They made the bar a little weird now. But yeah, enjoy yourselves. Have a good time. Mix something up that's good for yourself that you really enjoy. And if you need any help, there's plenty of people in this community that are willing to help. Like when you asked about strawberries earlier, I had to incorporate Adam because he knows the older ones. But when you're talking about a specific recipe like that, I agree with Adam on that, though. It looks like it's missing that middle meat. And if you have access to it, the jungle flavors, or if the strong might be a little bit more on the candied side. I'd say the jungle flavor is probably your best newer flavor that would actually fit that gap really nicely. There's others. If you still can't get it, take me to see, let us know, and we will talk about it a little bit more in future shows or in Discord or on Facebook, whatever. But yeah, I did pick a song for tonight to go out on. You guys are going to listen to a little Adam on the way out because I absolutely love listening to Adam's music.
Boo!
Boo. I know, this Adam guy, man. He's like all over the place.
He's crazy.
He's pretty awesome dude, though. Pretty awesome dude, though.
Crazy.
You have a great weekend. Hope to see some of you tomorrow for Frank. And, just continue being nice to those you haven't heard from and the people around. In the community, out of the community, it doesn't matter. And if you can help someone get off the stinkies, please help. Or stay off the stinkies. It's getting harder and harder to get liquids. Let's be honest, this is our last salvation if things go bad. This is our key to keep people safe. All right. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.
Bye. Get off your butts, babe.